morning. Or I made some condensed milk, and some nuts. Because it's okay. Is that better? That better? Can y'all hear me now? Had a little technical difficulty this morning. So I decided I wanted to do a computer board. So I had to take all of the dishes out that I had and fix the board. So I'm going to run over there and check the chicken, but we're fixing to start making the sweet potato pies. Linda, if you want to, you can film the board if you want. A little bit. And I roasted the nuts myself.
This is her charcuterie board.
And Linda, do you want to go ahead and start beating the potatoes? Yes, if you want to, Mary, please. Oh, well, we didn't show them. And this is boneless chicken breast that I've had soaking overnight, and I'm not deep frying it. I'm just kind of slow frying it. And I've got 2 skillet fulls. I've got the potatoes in here boiling.
That's fine.
That helped, didn't you? Good. And then y'all know I like to keep my liquid hot. So I've got 2 cans of chicken broth, and I've got some pretty chicken in here, and that's for my gravy. And over here on this side, I've got my cream corn already cooked. I cooked that this morning. Don't that look good?
Now, Linda, did you use the frozen cream corn? Is that how you
I
do it?
mixed it. I used 2 rolls of the pig sweet corn, and I cut off 4 ears of fresh corn and mixed in with it. That's how I did it Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And it makes it really, really good. Okay, so I think this will be okay for a minute. We can get over here and get these potatoes.
And you know what? We didn't tell them how you bake those potatoes first.
Yes, the way that I do my sweet potato pie, which I think makes a big difference from you, Mary.
Yes.
I baked the whole sweet potatoes, and then Renee scooped them out for me this morning, and it just makes them taste better.
Yeah,
it really does. So, we didn't put the butter in there when the potato in the pot, so I may have to melt that butter in the microwave.
Okay, how much you
I think it's a half a stick, but you can really be sure.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and add the sugar in here, and then you can give me the spices when you get back over here. So we use Imperial Sugar, and we love it because it's extra fine, and it absorbs and dissolves a lot quicker than the regular sugar. And you might not think it makes a difference, but it really does make a difference.
Have you got this timer on?
The microwave?
Yeah.
No, I don't have that one on. Okay. What I'm doing. Mary's got my eggs big here, so I'm going to add these in. And it doesn't have to be all the way melted here, just, okay, so it's a little bit melted. And I'll go ahead and,
Oh, you're going to get this back with this okay?
yeah, that's fine. Let me get this egg mixed up first, and then we can pour it in there and pour the milk in there if you don't mind. It's not real hot, is it?
No.
Okay, yeah, we go ahead and pour it in there. Thank you.
Get it all out.
Yeah. And we've got 10 little individual pie shells here. This may make more than that. If it does, we'll just have some extra filling. Okay, Mary, you bring me my milk and the spices
Okay. All right.
and flavor.
Is this the milk you want to use?
Yes. Isn't it that red milk?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if that's not enough, I'll get some more out. This is thinking it's going to be enough. Now, we're doing this a little bit backwards. I should have put the spices in here with the sugar, but I didn't because
Okay.
we're doing a lot of stuff. So, anyway, it's not going to hurt. Mary, do you mind to take this and let me go check my chicken?
Not at all.
Do you want me to move this chair so you don't mess
No,
up?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
I tell y'all we're doing lots of things to my things today. And I know this beater's awful loud, so as soon as I get this milk stirred up in here, I'll turn that off. Okay. And chicken's looking good.
I know that's loud, so now we're going to put in cinnamon. Let me get my measuring spoon out. And you said not that much.
So that juice don't run over your chair.
Yeah, you're going to get it
I
off.
think the one that stumble over it. Cinnamon. Yeah. And a little bit of salt and my butter. Well, we got the oven on at 375, and because these are small, we did blind bake them, so they've been pre-baked just a few minutes. And yeah, the little one, use this one. That's really strong.
This was cinnamon plus.
Whew, you smell that?
I mean, salt.
And flavor, that's it, right?
Yep. It's got cinnamon in there. And you're putting kosher salt in there.
Yeah, it's plate salt. It's plate sea salt. And vanilla.
You want the whole
Yeah, you don't have to be white. That's good.
and sodium.
Okay, got to with this noise for right now.
Okay.
But don't get excited because we're going to be using it again in a few minutes. Okay. So I'm going to use this big scoop here. I'm going to set this back in here because we're going to be using this again in a minute. I'm going to use this big scoop to scoop these in here. And
Okay, your
will
timer.
you check that, Mary?
Yeah. The taters,
Yeah. Get a knife if you don't mind.
Okay.
Check it, see.
it's the 10 minutes is up,
They may not be done.
and they're not.
Okay.
Nope, they're not done.
Okay.
So, do you want this a timer for what, another 5 minutes, or?
Yeah, whatever you think. Now, y'all are going to be surprised. This little pie holds a lot more than you think it will. This recipe is for one 9-inch pie. And we're doing 10 of the little mini pies. And it's actually not going to be much left. In fact, I may just go ahead and put it all. This is going to cool down, so I may just put a little bit more in each one of them. You think, Mary?
That's, you know, I haven't used these for pies.
Well, do you know how
pumpkin pie. Yes, it
pie
does.
swells
It
up
does.
and then it falls down?
You're right. It does.
So give them a shake if you don't mind, Mary. And that in the first cabinet over there, my powdered sugar shaker has got some cinnamon sugar in it.
You want that on top of this?
I'm gonna stick one of my little cutouts on it, and then I'm going to sprinkle some on that.
Okay. Is it in this cabinet?
That one, right there on top of the baking powder on the bottom shelf.
Okay.
So it made, there's probably another tablespoon or so in here, but it made the 10 little pies.
And if you're, give me a paper towel, we'll wipe that little bit off that we dropped there.
Okay. Sorry, I tore off.
Thank you, Linda.
You know how I am. You're welcome.
All right, so now you're going to put the cutoff on there. I'm going to check the chicken.
Okay. That chicken is probably getting close to being done.
Yeah.
And you can put it on that
You
little
want me to
tray
turn it
there.
over one more time?
You can turn it over one more time. And, I'm gonna put it on here when we get it done.
Okay.
And I guess if you don't mind, you'll check
What?
check the potatoes.
Well, I got them on the timer for 5
Oh,
minutes.
you got the timer
Yeah.
on. Okay.
It likes 3 more minutes.
Okay, so I just cut these out with little cookie cutters, and here you can just put some of them on top.
Just put one.
Yeah. I think I've got 10 on here. Aren't these cute? They are cute. They look cute. Okay, so I had some extra ones. Okay, so now we're just going to take this and just sprinkle a little bit on
I'm
top.
going to let you sprinkle it.
Well, you know
You
what?
know,
This
you
is
know.
what we should have used before, Mary, instead of that big thing. And
Because I didn't do some hot
the
things.
reason I didn't, wait, this is not cinnamon, is it?
That's what you
not
told me.
That is what I told you. Okay, let me look and see. I probably moved it. I got another one up here.
It's right there. Yeah, that's the one I was grabbing first.
Sorry, but you know what? I had this morning,
Is that right?
and I moved it and I put it in the wrong place.
I knew when you said that was,
Sorry
I think that's powdered sugar.
So this has got a lot finer mesh than that had that we used the other day. And the reason I didn't use this the other day is because I didn't want that sugar to be grainy. You know, because it's granulated sugar. But it's not going down on top of this, is it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Just make it become pretty. So I've got the oven on 375, and we're going to put these in there and cook them.
There's nothing in the oven now.
No,
There's
there's nothing in there. So we're going to put these in there. If you open the oven for me, Mary. I think they're so cute.
I'm gonna get Chuck one of those mats to go in the bottom of his oven.
Oh.
Is your oven like that with the
With the
grills
grills
on
there?
top?
I don't know.
I'm gonna get Chuck one of those. You get the Walmart or
I
something?
got one in yonder, I think.
I can find it. That's all right. No use in add to your day's work.
Okay, so don't that chicken look
And
good?
this is just chicken strips, and you patted. Did you beat them flat?
I did. These are thin boneless chicken breasts.
Okay.
And I buy these because they're really good for sandwiches.
Yeah.
And you can see they're really not that thin,
Yeah.
but it says thin, but they're not that thin. There's usually comes like 4 to a
Here,
package.
you can hold that while you might need extra hand over there.
You know, I want to pick this up with my hand, but
I
sure as I
know.
do, somebody's going to say something. So. I'm going to be nice today. We hope everybody is having a good week. It's sure getting close to Christmas.
I know. I imagine everybody's busy. Busy. Now, do you want the lid on
I'm
here
going to leave it
camera?
off to
That's what I
start
think
with.
too.
And
If you put the lid on there now, it's not going to
yeah,
be crispy.
it's gonna
you want
start
it to get
yeah,
crispy
we don't-
first.
And this looks really
Yeah,
good.
it looks
don't it?
really good. Delicious.
Now I didn't cook this like we normally do, like cook it with chicken broth, but I did slow cook it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you slow cooked?
I slow cooked the chicken. I didn't cook. Well, you know, I didn't cook it at a real high temperature.
Right.
Okay, what was this buzzer on for?
The potatoes.
Okay.
So they cooked now 15 minutes.
All right. Well, so let's check these. They're still not quite done.
Yeah.
I only cut them in half, so they were pretty big pieces of potatoes. Let me
Yeah.
put it on for about 3 more minutes. And I'm not going to put a piece of foil on that because I don't want to get my
Yeah.
crust soggy.
Right. Now, when you said you wanted to cook the chicken a little bit, you didn't cook this chicken prior. Are you frying it?
No,
did you?
I didn't. I didn't.
Okay.
But you see, I don't have it.
Yeah, I
if
see
I
what
was
you mean.
frying
Right.
chicken, I
You
would have it
high.
on 6 or
Right.
something.
Right.
And I don't have it on that
Right.
high. So we're going to make some gravy in a little bit. But we're getting it done pretty quick,
Yeah,
aren't we?
absolutely. It's all in planning and having it
Yeah.
ready to begin with.
Oh my goodness. So we're going to make some good gravy. And Mary did the potatoes Christmas. They were so good. Mike really bragged on them.
What, the mashed
The
potatoes?
mashed potatoes. He thought they were really good. I told him you fix them.
You mean Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
not Christmas. And I'll do the gravy while you're doing that. And then I've got places at the table. And the beautiful flowers that
I know.
Tasha sent us.
Show how her table's set. Linda's got our name tags.
Well, Mary fixed those little trees, and
I did those trees last year.
We put the lights on
yeah.
them. But
Yeah.
let me get this out of the way here.
And our director sent us both, Linda and myself. Pamper Chef director sent us the flowers.
Which was very sweet.
Yes, it was.
Okay, I didn't use that, so I don't have to wash that.
All right, now you ready for me to put this up?
Yeah, I'll take it over there. If you can help me keep an eye on the potatoes.
Okay.
And
All right.
you're gonna go over there to do them.
Yes.
And I don't have any milk out, but I'll get some out.
Okay. Now, do you use whole milk or do you use evaporated
I use
milk?
whole milk.
Whole milk.
Yeah, mine doesn't like that.
Okay.
Taste. That's what
Okay.
you use Christmas with
Uh-huh.
whole milk. So I guess we need to heat some, don't we? I know you didn't use much on the whole milk, right? You didn't use much Christmas. I mean,
I don't
Thanksgiving.
remember, Linda.
Because what I had out, you didn't use the whole amount.
Oh,
but,
okay.
but for people that don't know, the water that you cook your potatoes in, that's really good.
Yeah,
too,
it
to
is.
thin them.
Yeah, that's usually what I usually don't drain all the potatoes. When I'm cooking them, I use a little bit, so that's why I don't use as much milk.
Well,
But-
you just do them like you did them the other day. And, let's see here.
Well, you can tell by your consistency, you
Yeah,
know,
you can.
of how much milk you use.
You don't want them too thin, but you don't want them so thick that
Right.
you have to cut them with a knife or something. Okay.
Now, this is a saute pan, right?
Yes, that's the
That's what I
saute. Thank you, Linda. That's the saute pan, and I like it because it's deep.
Yeah. I
And
do too.
that big pan, they say it's 12
That's
inches,
12
but
inches.
it's 13
It
inches.
is huge.
And it's bigger than my
Right.
burner.
Yeah.
And for that reason, Mike had rather use this
Right.
one than he
I think
had,
I got to use a 12 inch.
than he had the big one.
You might rather have the saute pan.
Now, why I'm having trouble picking him up with the tongs there. Did you ever talk to Charles? Did he get home?
No,
I meant to-
I haven't, Linda.
I knew he
I'm
posted
sorry.
something last night, but I think he spent the night. He went to deliver tractor
Right.
ready, so
Right. So he
And-
did stay at a hotel on the way
I
back?
never did talk to him
I
again. But I
didn't
know
either.
he spent the night, so he
Okay,
stayed
well, that's
somewhere.
good. That's good.
Because Linnell said he was coming back.
The next day?
Yeah, he was
I
gonna,
really-
he was going to deliver the trailer the next. I mean, the
Right.
tractor the next morning. Oh, Okay, I think
They're
we're
done
good.
now?
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so I'll move the pot. Do you tell me?
Well, I'll just take it out, the strainer out right here.
Okay, but you need something to put it on, though.
Well, now, I'm just going to put these potatoes
Oh,
in
you're
that
gonna
bowl.
put them right in the bowl?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me move this for you. So.
See, that's a good thing about this strainer here.
Okay. There's a pot holder over here if you need it for to set the bowl on there. It's too hot. And I'll warm you some milk.
Okay. And
The butter's still here, right?
what's the salt and pepper?
And I'll get you the salt and pepper.
Now, I don't measure my salt and pepper. You want me to measure?
No, you have to measure.
And butter? Do you put butter in yours?
I sure do.
I do too.
You better believe I put butter down.
Did you put salt in the water? Did you put the potatoes in?
I probably put a little, but it wasn't much.
Okay.
I honestly don't remember if I put
Okay, we may have to give it a change because I didn't want to get it too salty. All right, so here's the butter.
Oh, milk. I need to warm me some milk. Forgot what I was doing.
Okay. I'll get some butter out. Now, I can't remember how Matt liked it. Did he like a lot of butter? Or not?
What's in it? The butter that's in it, he would put very little, but I do put a lot of butter in
If I
it.
have to stick too much?
No, it's
For
not.
you? Okay. Not me either.
Do you need a spatula, Mary?
Yeah, this is fine.
I just love these plastics. I use them a lot.
I'm gonna wait. It won't take a lot of milk.
Okay. This may not be quite hot enough, but it's got the chill off of it.
Okay.
And just use whatever you need. If you don't use it all, that's fine.
Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome. And I'm trying to think.
I think that will do it.
Okay.
This is, let me see, make sure.
That looks good.
That's got the consistency I like. It's not thick, but it's not thin.
And those are Yukon Golds that we use. I like them because they don't fall apart when you cook them.
Yeah.
And y'all notice when she put them in there, they were not mushy at all.
No.
They kept their shape, and that's why I like Yukon Gold. And
That's
you
what
know,
you're fixing for our Christmas, isn't it, Linda?
yes,
You,
I'm
the
fixing
mashed
a
potatoes?
big thing of Yukon Gold, probably
Yeah.
at least 10 pounds,
Okay.
maybe more if you think we need it.
I don't think so. Not with everything else we got.
Well, 10 pounds, fill up one of those half pans that go like Sam's half pans. I cooked eight.
Yeah,
I
it will.
cooked 8
It
pounds
will.
Thanksgiving.
It will. Maybe a little bit more. I'm not.
Okay, well, I don't care if it's piled up.
This right here was how many pounds? Was about 3
About
pounds?
3 pounds.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it'll be enough. It'll be enough with everything else that we're having.
Okay, so
I was making the list out this morning, and my goodness, we're gonna have so much food.
so what all did you decide you were fixing?
Well, the broccoli and rice casserole. I'm gonna wait till you get through there because that's awful. The broccoli and rice casserole, the corn casserole,
And you doing doubles or you doing the
No,
half pans?
I'm only gonna do
The half
the
pans.
half pans
Because
because
when you do doubles, we always
I've-
have extra.
I've done doubles and it's just too much food. So, broccoli rice casserole, corn casserole, green beans. May have to do green bean casserole instead of the green beans because some of the grandkids, they like that green bean casserole. So
Okay.
that depends on the
that's
kids.
fine. And go ahead, what else?
And broccoli casserole, pistachio salad,
Okay.
broccoli and cauliflower salad is what I
Like you fix
yes,
here, thanks.
yes. And pistachio salad, dressing, gravy, candied yams, mashed potatoes and gravy, rolls.
And of course we'll have tea.
And I've got to fix at least one or two dishes for Grace and them that are vegetarian and vegan.
Well, I'm going to either fix butter beans, fresh butter beans, or fresh
Okay.
purple peas.
Okay.
Which one do you
That
think
would be
would be the
great.
best?
Oh, either one of them, just whatever.
And then we would need a pan of cornbread to go with that.
Yes, we could have cornbread.
Okay. So that would be several
And
vegetables.
I'm making some punch. I'm making punch.
Okay. And then for sweets, we're going to have the cherry nut cake, several kinds of candy.
So you're
and
making
some
the
cookies.
cherry nut
Yes.
cake. Okay.
The one that we baked here, I've got it in the
Okay.
freezer. Mike wrapped
Okay.
it up for me real good, so I'm gonna frost that.
Okay.
And then I think I still have some coconut pound cake in the freezer.
Okay.
that
I have an
saved.
apple pound cake. It's an apple loaf
Okay.
pan. It's kind of like cake, between a cake and bread. I've got that in the freezer. We're gonna have, and then are you gonna bring the cookies?
Yes, I'm gonna make sugar cookies that are decorated, and I may make some more ginger cookies, but I'm definitely gonna make sugar cookies that are decorated and the
Okay.
candy.
Okay.
So,
And you bring in the Sandies?
yes,
Or you bring
Sandy's
Bring in
and decorated cookies.
And
Those
decorated
are the two cookies I'm making.
Yeah. And I'm making Mississippi Mud and Buckeyes and Snickerdoodles for the
Kids. Okay.
kids. And chocolate pie, coconut pie, pecan pie, and I've got a big question mark by cheesecake. I'm not sure. It depends on my time. And of course we're having ham and turkey. I'm making a Mexican casserole. That's what all my kids love. So it's Mexican casseroles.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have tons and tons
And
of food.
now the tamales, you're gonna Friday.
That's
That's gonna be
for
for
the
our
Friday,
small
yeah,
group.
for the smaller group.
Friday.
I've got to contact them too and see, how many do you think we need, about 6 dozen?
I don't know.
There'll be
Depends on
about,
Linda, you and
about
the boys
12
coming
of us
Friday?
there, won't it?
No, the boys will be with their dad.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So it'd be
who's gonna
Linda,
be there?
it'd be Linda and Carla and Renee, Charles and Linnell, Mark and Sonia, Edward and Debbie, and you and I,
Chuck.
Chuck,
Are you counting?
whoever. No, I'm not counting.
You thought I was?
Linda, Carla, Renee, Chuck, myself, and you, Edward and Debbie, and Charles and Linnell, and Mark and Sonia. That's 12.
That's 12. So 6 dozen, that would be like a half a dozen each. And y'all may think that sounds like a lot. Tamales are like 3 bites, trust me.
They're good.
We all love
And
tamales.
we'll just have tamales and some hors d'oeuvres
Yeah.
for
And
Friday.
something to drink, yeah. And if there are any left, which I don't think there will be, but if there are, and I may
We'll
get 8
just-
dozen,
we'll put-
we can wrap them up and they can eat them in a hotel.
Yeah.
So my chicken is almost done, and once it gets done, I'm gonna get the gravy made. So, have we only been on 30 minutes?
It looks like it. Like hey, you're flying high. I'm gonna tell you something. When you do a meal, and it's the same way by our Christmas, it's the planning ahead of time that cuts down the time.
Well, I made the corn and
Yeah.
got the green beans
Right.
and all that ready
Right.
this morning. And you're absolutely right.
It's the planning ahead of time because for all those casseroles that I just named over that I'm gonna have, Friday night, I will mix them all up, put them in these aluminum pans that we're gonna put on the shaker, and wrap foil on them and put them in the refrigerator. So Saturday morning, all I have to do is put them in the oven. And then it's that last minute stuff that takes the time. The dressing, well, all the food has to be baked at the same time, but using 2 ovens that she'll bring from home. So we'll have help. It's just that last minute stuff that we have to do at the last minute. And rolls. I never have perfected my roll making, so I may do what I've been doing is buy those frozen rolls.
Well, they're good though.
They're good.
There's a lot of people that are professionals that will they take shortcuts
I've made rolls.
on big dinners like that. They do.
I've made rolls before, but they've never turned out as good as what I think they should have. So, but one of these days I am going to take the time because I know I can do it if I take the time to experiment. My pastor's wife, Sister Bowden, makes some really good rolls.
Okay, I've already washed this lemon, but I'm gonna wash it again.
Okay.
Just to
So when this chicken gets done, Linda, you're going to do the gravy, right?
yes, I am.
Now you're making fresh cranberry sauce for our Christmas, right?
Yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yes,
you're
I am.
making fresh cranberry sauce. And you're making, are you bringing, did you tell me you was going to bring corn? Or did I just?
I can.
No.
But you're doing a corn
I'm doing
casserole.
corn casserole, that's fine. That's fine.
But I mean, I can.
No, that's okay.
It's really good.
That's okay.
Who all eats lemon? Do you eat lemon?
I don't.
Renee, do you like
Renee
lemon
does.
with your tea?
Yes.
Okay, me too. I know Carla loves lemon, but Carla's not here.
Yeah. And you know what I'm going to do for out on the porch? I'm going to use black tablecloths with the red decorations. I did that one year. Didn't I do that one year? I think I've done that before. I didn't, and truthfully, I didn't really like the black tablecloths when I used them before. But I think I'm going to this time and just have the red decorations on that. And one reason is because of those little name tag things that I bought. Did you see them? Did you see those little things I bought? You know, like our little census camper, little trailer.
Yeah.
They got place name holders with the little campers. You was with me, Linda.
Yeah, you were trying to buy dogs.
Oh, I was just trying to find some cute little holders, you know, for the plate, for the title of the food. And the placemats, but I'm using it to put in front of food to let people know what it is.
You didn't want to use the little Pampered Chef chalkboards? That's what
Well,
I
I'm going to use the little chalkboards on the tea and the punch, put like sweet tea, unsweet tea. I'm going to use it for that to label the drinks with.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do with that. And I may wind up using some on the food too. But I got some little, Linda was with me, little Linda, and I had my basket full of these little name placemats, and they were dogs, and which is nothing wrong with dogs, but she didn't think that that's really what I wanted. So I put them back and got little what was it, Linda? It was little campers, some little campers.
I think a truck, maybe.
And a truck.
to match your decor.
Yes, because that's what mine is. My decor in the house is about is the campers and the trucks. So anyway, I like to decorate. If I didn't spend so much time cooking and everything else, I would really decorate. But you know what? If Renee comes back and helps me, she can help me do that because she is good with decorating.
She's real good. All your granddaughters are.
Yeah, they're good. Oh, Libby's good too.
And
Her
Linda
house,
is too.
her house looks great.
Absolutely.
Her house is really decorated Christmassy.
It's beautiful.
We never did do any video at your house, Linda, so we could show them your pretty house. Well, you had it all fixed up.
That's okay. It'll probably still be up in March.
Oh, I'll tell you what, it's such a big job getting it out.
I know.
I hate to take it down right after I put it up.
I was like getting mine up this
I
year.
was too.
I normally put mine up on Thanksgiving Day, and
I
I
think
did
this
right
right
here.
here.
Okay, you can take it up here. Am I making enough noise for y'all?
You're doing all right.
And I thought, I do have some white dinner napkins, but
Do you want,
I could not find them and didn't actually.
do you want me to put that on top of that, or leave, or take that
It's
little
fine.
piece off?
That's fine. Well, you got it there, Mary.
Actually, that little piece could be put in the middle, and then that big one would be in the
Okay,
bottom.
well, you fix that, and I'll change places with you here. Okay. I may have too much.
Oh, that is a lot of oil.
My gravy.
All right, now that's a buzzard. What did you have that buzzard
That's for
set
the pies.
Oh, okay. You want me to check them?
If you don't mind, Mary, I appreciate it.
I don't really think that they're done.
Okay,
But you
they
were-
may not be. You can use your own judgment. They're not far from being
Yeah,
done.
they're not. No, they're not.
Probably another
The little, I was kind of going by that crust on top. It ain't quite done.
maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah,
3
something like
minutes
that.
or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Well, not one of your cocktail. Cocktail, your cocktail. I didn't talk this morning. All right, buzzard, we hear you.
Okay. All right. Now we're gonna get started on the gravy. Where's my salt and pepper?
So I didn't see you. What did you do with your oil?
I put it in the
Okay.
paper plate.
Okay. That's fine. I do the same thing. You're gonna throw it
I
away
don't-
anyway.
I used to never measure salt, but because Mike's got so particular, that's still a lot in there, isn't it?
Just depends on how much gravy you're gonna make.
I may wind up putting some of it back in there. This is a
That's what I was gonna
clean paper
say.
plate.
After you get your flour in there, then you're gonna know more about how much oil you need. But it's better to take that oil out now, because once you get in there, you're gonna have some oily. Now, see, I don't do that every time. Put my salt in
Do
my
the
oil.
salt.
I don't know who you. I know you do.
Grandma Hooker always did.
It did she? Well,
That's
I
what
don't.
Mama said. Grandma
I don't.
Hooker did, and
I've done it a few times, but I don't always do
it's
it.
just usually what I do.
You want me to-
I'm going to need this, but I
Well,
just
here,
need to
hold
set
it
it
over
out
here.
of the way for a
Yeah,
minute.
set it right there.
And we may have to reheat those green beans and the corn.
Just in the microwave.
Yeah, but we can. That's why I put them in those containers,
Yeah.
because I knew I could reheat it.
Oh, Linda, those platters that you were asking about yesterday that we use, the pepper chef platters, they are dishwasher safe.
Are they?
I sure
Then
are.
I'll take some.
I got out the instructions this morning, and
Yeah. Nobody has time for something that's not dishwasher safe.
I don't even use my dishwasher half the time. I just hand wash
We
them.
didn't use one when we had it, and
Now I'll use at Christmas when there's a lot of dishes. I will, but I just soon hand wash them because it takes so much water to use a dishwasher unless you got it full, you know.
yeah.
So I just don't.
Well, if you pre-rinse them, you half wash them
I
anyway,
know.
so I figured you may as
Yeah.
well just wash them. And I've heard people say before, not on our program here, but I've heard people say, well, ooh, you hand wash them, you know, they're not.
Well, you know what I have done
Hot
before?
enough.
I have hand washed them, and good enough actually that would be okay. But I'd put them in the dishwasher, and I would just do that sterilize, rinse.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that sterilize and rinse part.
But Mike keeps our hot water on 140 degrees, and you can't get much hotter than that. It will burn you. We got a lot of oil here. I may just, after I get enough flour, I may take some of the roux out if it's too much.
There's some goodie right there on the edge.
Yeah.
So that's
Y'all
what makes
notice
good
that
gravy.
I didn't strain this. I wanted that in
No,
there.
that's right. That's what makes that gravy good is using those drippings from that chicken. Makes it really good.
And it's not going to have enough salt in it, but I'll add salt later. I just don't want to over salt it.
Yeah.
I get constantly preached at by Mike.
Do you?
Putting too much salt in something. I have cut down a lot on salt. But you know, Mama always cooked with a lot of salt.
I know, but I don't. I don't.
I know
cook,
you don't, and I
I
know
don't
Mike
cook with a lot of
doesn't.
salt. And when I eat something that's got a lot of salt in it, I can sure taste it.
I don't want this too thick. That's why I'm just adding flour a little bit at a time.
Yeah. You have that little spatula, Linda, that she's using.
Yes.
This is
I
Yes.
love that.
favorite.
I love that spatula.
Flour. And I'm gonna try not to get my roux too dark because I know Mary doesn't like hers
Well,
quite
that's
as dark
okay.
as I do mine. So
You fix it. I like it. I mean, you know, I don't do mine as dark as you, but it's good. So you do it however you want to, and I'll eat it.
okay. I got my liquid hot, y'all. I've said that earlier, but you might not have heard me. Always want to keep liquid hot that you're putting in gravy, and that helps keep it smooth, right, when you're whisking it. I used to never use a whisk for my gravy. I always just use a spatula and just.
Is
But
that
you know
right?
that little sauce whisk?
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
it's flat.
Right. I've always used a whisk.
So we've had a couple people ask, why are y'all cooking all this food today?
Because my sister wanted to cook a meal for Renee, she's here, and she wanted to cook a
Yeah, and for
she wanted to cook
for
a
my
special
sis-
meal for us.
for my sister
Um,
and my niece. I wanted to cook something because when we do this is an all-day ordeal. And when you have to go home and cook supper, you know, it just...
Yeah. Well, that's what Renee and I was
something else
talking
to have
about
to do.
last night was we'll eat this meal and then we'll just snack for dinner. We won't eat another big meal. I thought I turned that off.
You can't press start, you have to press
Oh.
timer on off.
All right. I know. I keep forgetting her microwave's different.
Okay, so I think the little pies are done.
Oh, that's right. We did say.
Get these out. This is
What we got the
cupcakes
other day?
that some of our viewers have sent us. See how puffed up they're done, aren't they? Aren't they cute?
Yeah.
Now it'll fall down a little bit.
Yeah. Those are
All
delicious.
custards do that. And I'm going to, Mary, see
What
if
you
there's
need?
a little pan down there big enough to put some rolls in. I'm going to turn the oven off, but I'm going to put the rolls in it just so they'll heat up.
Are you talking about just
Like one of the little modular pans, or the cookie sheet. That's fine, that's fine.
you got rolls? You say?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
vault ones.
Well, that's okay.
And they're,
Where are they at?
don't
In the
show
freezer?
the, thank you, Linda. Because they
Thank you.
don't show on you telling me, Ruth.
Yeah, these are Hawaiian rolls. They're good.
Might want to eat it. You don't usually
So
eat
do
a lot
you
of
want me
bread.
not cook all these, warm all these in?
Well, let's see. I got excuse me, I sneeze.
Linda, you want to roll?
We got gravy, so
No, thank you.
make sure you heat it enough. Because I like rolls when I've got gravy.
Okay, there's 2, 3, 4, there's 5 of us, 2, 4, 5. That's 3 extra ones.
Does Renee eat bread? Does she eat bread?
Yeah, she does. So she's 2,
Go ahead and put the other ones on here.
just 2 more, so.
They don't eat them all.
Now, do you just put them in there like this?
I'm just gonna set them in there.
Okay.
Do you usually butter yours? You probably do, don't you?
No, I don't. Sometimes I put a wet paper towel on top of them. Have you ever done that?
No, but that's a
That's
good
what
idea.
Molly used to do. She put a
She
wet paper
did
towel.
put wet.
She just
she
wet a
did.
paper towel and put on top of it. It keeps them moist. It doesn't make that top crusty. You know how after when you put it
I
in.
like them crusty.
I do too. I like crusty. Yeah, I do too. But that's what she would do. She would put a wet paper towel in place of them.
And y'all, I'm going to cheat, and I really wanted to put these in bowls and put them on the table, but I'm going to let everybody fix their plate from,
Okay, that's
from
fine.
here.
That's fine.
If y'all are okay with
Yeah,
that.
fine with it. And your stuff is boiling, so.
So somebody asked, what's the liquid that you're going to put in the gravy?
I have got low sodium chicken broth. See, I do cut down when I can, and I've got creamy chicken in it. and I'm probably going to have to add some more water. In fact,
You
why
wanna
don't
warm
you
some?
get that? You don't have to warm it. Get that 2-quart saucepan in there, Mary. And we'll just run some really hot water. It's on the top there to the layup, the pepper chef one. And just so I've got some extra water, because that's not going to be enough liquid for this amount of gravy. Thank you, Mary. Any other questions, Linda, anybody's asking?
Yes. Mom, they want to know what you dye your hair with because it looks natural.
That's so hilarious.
My hair has never had 1 ounce of any kind of dye on it.
Charles asked the same thing.
I don't dye my hair. I don't put anything on it.
Mine's
Nothing.
been gray for years, y'all.
I think gray hair is beautiful. When I was in my 20s, I prayed for gray hair. And I have one little gray spot that I fix my hair so everybody can see it. I love gray hair.
I don't know how long I've had gray hair, but I've had it probably since I was in my 40s, probably. At least some.
I have some gray hair, but it's
can't
just
see it.
not. Well, I do. I have some gray hair, but I don't know why. I don't have gray hair. I'm not not like Linda. Linda's hair is beautiful gray. Mama's hair was gray.
Mama's was dark, like your hair is dark like
Yeah.
Mama's. And she did have,
But
her
hers
hair
turned
did
silver.
turn gray.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful gray.
Who knows? Mine may turn silver in the next 2 years. Next
Mary,
couple of
hand me a
What
pot
you
holder
need?
out of there because this blower's hot and I don't know.
Somebody else asked, who's Renee?
That is my 3rd oldest granddaughter. That's Carla's daughter. One of Carla's daughters.
Get ready for noise.
She has. Renee is the one that has the 4 children that it's been she's been having a hard time with.
Not the kids.
Not the kids, but that's okay. That's it's all gonna come out okay. It's Lord's been good. Now here's the water.
We love those kids.
Yes, we do. And she's going home today.
Is she going home this afternoon? No? Oh yeah. Oh, okay, I forgot she. Okay, this
It's
is how I
looking
do
good.
my gravy.
It
You
looks
do yours that way?
Yes, it certainly is. That's exactly how I do it. It is.
Now,
I made it.
It's not smooth yet, but it'll get smooth.
Yeah, I made it for the church, for our church banquet, and I made a big old pot of it too. And everybody was taking some, or some people were taking some home with them. But that's how I do it. Well, now the Christmas, actually, I use some of the turkey drippings
Do you?
in the gravy because Sister Boatman wanted some turkey drippings in the gravy. So she said, "I'm gonna let you make it, but I want some turkey drippings in it, which makes it really rich." You know, I didn't even bought the turkey and ham yet for our Christmas. I don't know where to put it.
I know that's
I've got to
really big.
I may get that freezer cleaned out and get some stuff out.
This is getting thick, and I want to thin it down just a little bit because it's still got flour in there. That's
Yeah.
some
Well, you
good
used the
reason.
whisk, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I did, but it's gonna.
Really, the thinner you get the gravy and the longer you cook it,
Yeah.
it makes it really good. I mean, I don't necessarily cook it a long time. That'll usually be the last thing I cook, and I'm in a hurry.
Your kids love chicken gravy too,
Oh,
don't they?
yes, absolutely. They do.
And we asked Chuck to come, but Chuck was busy with something else, and Linda's boys too, but they were also busy, so we.
And I forgot to bring my containers.
Well, that's okay.
Take them.
Well, I've got paper
Some
plates.
food.
You can
Some
fix
food home.
or containers either. You can take them in containers.
Someone asked, what is your favorite Christmas item to cook?
Favorite Christmas Mary?
Well, I can tell you what I mean, it's, I love candied yams, but that's not my favorite to cook. And it's not cooking, but it's that pistachio salad. That's my favorite dish, and I enjoy making it. Although one of my granddaughters usually does it at the Christmas thing. But the favorite actually to cook, that was the question, wasn't it? Let's see, the favorite to cook. Those two casseroles, the corn or the broccoli and rice. I say broccoli and rice because I enjoy cooking it. And none of these casseroles that I fix are hard. They're just so easy. It just takes time to do it. But they're really easy and simple.
But y'all know I'm sorry, Mary.
That's okay. We did that broccoli and rice casserole last year on video. The same one that I make. So if you're interested in it, the recipe is posted in our old videos. And the corn. Hey, didn't we do the corn casserole too last year?
We did.
I think we did.
We sure did.
But I know it's a pain to go back and look. But if you click on the picture, when you go to videos, if you click on that picture, it tells the name of the video. Before you have to watch the video to see what we're cooking. The name of the video is on the video. When you go down the line, scrolling down to look at the videos, it says Untitled. But if you click on that video, it'll tell you what that video is about without you having to watch it until you get to the one you want. But just go back, 10, 11 months ago.
Right, about this time last year, November, December is when we did the Christmas.
Might even been in October that we did the broccoli and rice. We might have been in October of last year, which would be over 11 months, 10, 11 months.
Okay, Aunt Linda, what's your favorite thing to cook?
Okay, so y'all know mine's going to be bacon, right? So my favorite Christmas thing to bake is orange slice cakes. And it takes a long time to make
Have
them.
you made one of these this year? One of those this
No,
year?
I haven't. But I got the stuff to make it.
I was wondering if you was going to make it.
I absolutely love making. And I like cooking just for Mike and I. We don't do this for a big gathering because, it wouldn't be big enough. But I like cooking just butterball turkey breast. And I cook them with orange and rosemary and onion in it, and it's really good. And you have whatever you don't eat, you can have it left over for sandwiches with cranberry sauce.
Yeah. So, now on the turkeys, Linda, I don't know how you do it, but on the turkeys, on the cavity, I cook. I put a whole onion in it. Now Chuck has put a whole orange in it before.
That's what I just said.
Is that what you do?
Yeah,
okay.
I cut it in half.
Yeah. And orange and onion, and you put onion in it too, a whole onion. Yeah, and then just put, and I don't use any seasoning on my turkey, but just salt and pepper. And nowadays the turkey has been cooked in brine, has been soaked in brine, and you have to be careful about how much salt you put on that turkey because it's already been soaked in that brine, which is is salt and water. So that likes when I fixed at the church, it had been cooked in brine, and I almost put it was a little bit too salty for me. And then I used that the turkey drippings to make the gravy,
and it had salt.
Had salt in it. And for my taste, the gravy was too salty. Sister Boatman said it was okay, but I just forgot about that turkey brine. That drippings had salt in it.
So nobody asked, but my favorite meals that they cook is Aunt Linda. I like her carrots and her homemade cranberry sauce.
Thank you.
And my Mary, I like her Mississippi mud and chocolate pies.
Oh.
That's two things I always have. Always have at big gatherings.
Okay, I think we're good on the gravy. And I'm not going to put any more seasoning in it. Doesn't that look good?
It looks delicious.
So now I'm just going to put it on low and turn the lid off and put the lid on it. So
it's ready.
Do we want to? Well, they've seen all the food except the green beans. I didn't show them the green beans, but I just cooked, sauteed a little orange bell pepper in those and a little bit of seasoning. And
this is one of our vegetables. And then, did you say you showed them the corn?
I did briefly just earlier, but
Do you want? They're still warm, Linda. Do you
We
want?
may not need to reheat it. We may not.
I love these glass containers.
Yeah, I put them in those in case we did need to reheat it.
There's
And
a lot of food here.
that corn is 2 rolls of the Big Sweet frozen corn. And for those of you who don't have that in your area,
It is so
in
good.
down here where we live, it's in the freezer section, and it looks like a roll of hamburger, but it's yellow,
Yeah, it's corn.
and
Linda's
it's in with the
favorite.
vegetables.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's a pound roll or what it is.
I think it
But
is.
I cooked 2 of the rolls. You have to thaw it out, and then I cut. There's a couple of stores that you can get fresh corn this time of year, and I cut off 4 ears of corn, and scraped it, added the corn milk in it, and cooked that. And that's cooked with a little bit of bacon grease and a little bit of butter. You don't put the butter in until you get
That's
it cooked,
what. Yeah, that's what I was
and
going
you
to say.
don't salt it until it's cooked.
Exactly.
And I put corn is the one thing that I put barely any salt in, because it totally takes away from
Yeah.
that sweet
Yeah.
corn flavor.
Yeah.
So I mean I can actually eat it without any salt on it, because I just like the taste
Yeah.
of it. And it does have black pepper in it, of course. Y'all know I don't think I've ever cooked anything without black pepper. So we got our chicken, we got mashed potatoes and gravy, corn, green beans, and rolls, and our little pies.
Oh, great, Linda.
Yeah, you can take them out. Yeah. We didn't have that oven on. We just, can you put it on that pie holder over there? And I'm going to straighten up a little bit and let everybody fix their plate. And
Do you want the beans are not as warm as the
well,
corn?
stick them in the
Do you
microwave.
want
Yeah.
Now,
Stick 'em in.
do you take the lids off?
You can put it in the microwave with the lid, but it can't be shut.
Closed.
Right. And I'll get some of this stuff cleaned up here. Some of this thrown away. And there's one more thing I want to do before we close. And
Timer. 25. Timer. Start.
you can help me grab these if you don't mind. So on our plates over here.
I told her, this is, I don't know what it is about this silly timer, but
Yeah.
Timer.
That's, wait a minute. Okay, timer off. You want to do,
25 seconds, I guess. That's what I'm saying. It starts when you do it too.
okay, look.
Time. No, it's not.
Time cook, 25 seconds.
Oh, I was doing a timer.
Start.
I
Yes.
forgot I was cooking instead of timing it. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to show you over here.
Okay.
And Mike, y'all know Mike doesn't want to be on the camera.
Yes.
But
Does Renee not want to be on the camera?
Come here, Nate.
Renee, you want to stick your head out? Or,
so these gifts that are on the table by your place
Hold on.
setting
Don't go anywhere.
are from Mike.
Oh,
So,
presents.
yeah, we get a present today. Now say hi to Renee.
This
That's one of my granddaughters, Carla's daughter.
And y'all probably have heard me talk about Renee a lot. Renee and I have always had a special bond, and I love all of Mary's grandkids. But Renee, I knew y'all all.
But Renee, she claims Renee is hers.
Renee and Shelley stayed with us
Yeah.
when we lived in Kilgore, and they were pretty little.
They sure were little.
Because we took them to the fair, and
We was like 2 and 3 years old. They were
Yeah,
little.
they rode on some rides that we probably shouldn't have let them on. and I'm very close to her kids too. And Renee's second daughter actually is named after me, has my middle name, and little Linda has my first name. So, and Kaylin was the first one that started calling me Grandma.
Yeah, she's actually the one that picked that name.
Yeah, just out of the blue, we were at the
Yeah.
hotel, and she was, was she even 3 years old?
She's probably 2, yeah.
We were walking down the hall, and I had been with them because we were going back and forth, and she turned around to Renee and asked her something about where's Grandma or something.
Yeah.
And it was really, really cute and really special to me. And I have a special bond with her too.
Yeah, she's
I did a very special bond. Anyway, I love all of my family, and y'all know I'm very, very close to Mary's family and her kids because she always lets me share.
Right.
Right.
So I forgot to turn my ringer on. So I guess we'll say goodbye.
Yeah.
And we will be, the next time we'll be live will be next Friday, right? So we love y'all. Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you for letting us come in your homes, and be safe and stay well. And
We love you. God bless you. Count your blessings.
Bye-bye.